Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. And when you look at the Bucks, they'll be opening the season on their home court in front of what is sure to be a raucous crowd. It's a great opportunity for them to get that first win of the season right off the bat. Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks, seems like a guy with a plan and the ability to execute it, Shaq.
Yes, he has a winning pedigree, comes from a Spurs background under the great Greg Popovich. Had a good postseason, coached well versus the Pacers last year in the playoffs.
You hear that phrase a lot, championship pedigree. You've got championship pedigree. You got 4 rings. What does it feel like to have the pedigree?
Well, actually, I have 4 pedigrees. If I won 4 times, that would give me 4 pedigrees, right?
Yeah. And you've got 4 degrees, too. Wow. Plus a pedigree.
Actually, you know what?
Now you got 5 degrees.
5 degrees. Thank you, Ernie.
I forgot the pedigree.
I got 5 degrees. Thank you, Ernie.
Wow. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
And now, give it up for your Milwaukee Bucks! Introducing the starting lineup. At the point, at 6'0" number 6. Number 6.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Man, can you feel the excitement in the air? Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Hawks. The Quick is out there with Bellamy. Then it's Jones. And there's Bottoms. And it's Big Cat in at the 2.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Brook Lopez, an elite scoring big man. Tremendous size and shooting touch. He might be the best low post scorer in the NBA.
Here's Bellamy. And that one's good.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
And the Bucks with possession here. Six on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The Quick passes to Reese. Here's Big Cat. To the wing on the left. Lots of room. Misses off the left iron.
And for Brook Lopez, always gifted offensively. That's a given. Where he's improved, I think, is in his defense and rebound. It takes a lot of effort to move that big body around, but he's made that commitment to really get after it, and it shows.
Up and in from the low block.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Feeds it to Bellamy. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Six to shoot. Shoots from 14. Good. And Lopez, over 7 foot tall, 275 pounds, guys. Not especially athletic. And that can leave him, Steve, sometimes vulnerable defending away from the rim.
Yeah, that's why a lot of teams try to put him in pick and roll on the perimeter, just to test his agility and try to get by him to get into the paint.
Cuts off the pass. From down low. And the shot is good. He has 6.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
There's the pass to the Quick. Here's Big Cat. Pass to the Quick. Here's Big Cat. Can't hit. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's the quick. Cannot hit.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange, kind of, when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you that things change quickly.
And Jones pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 6. Inside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, Kevin, we've got a moment now to look back to last year's Atlanta Hawks. Second in assists, 6th in free throw percentage, and they were in the top 10 in steals as well. I mean, this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflections, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And the key really to that club, in my mind, was the offensive unselfishness. This was a team, as you mentioned, Clark, that finished in the top 5 in assists per game. So it was the fact that they really shared the ball. They had good ball movement and a good plan of attack all season long.
Now, as you guys are talking about, the winds of change can stir things up in a hurry in the NBA. And the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily, with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason's still probably a stretch, but not completely out of the question in the Eastern Conference.
The Hawks trail by 8, and Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
You know, Brook Lopez is a devastating scorer from the right block, and at his size, it's really tough to bother that shot. And really, it comes down to whether he makes it or not. And most of the time, he makes it.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. The great one's checked in for Bellamy. Jones comes in for the quick. Big Smooth, he's checked in for Big Cat, and it's the Wizard in for Bottoms. Outside, Jones. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Big Smooth, and the jumper falls for him. Big Smooth got his first bucket of the night. And for Brook Lopez, the next evolution of his game is improving as a passer from the low block.
Yeah, you know, you have to punish teams for double teaming, and that's how you go from star to superstar, making your teammates better. Lopez has continued to evolve. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year. That's the main thing.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
Well, that's the best way to get that early offense, Clark. As soon as you come up with a steal, just sprint the other direction.
Now here's Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, if any team had the opportunity or the excuse to pack it in and call it a year, it was the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, they lost their star player for the season, but still found a way to fight through and make it into the playoffs in a very tough division.
2 shots.
And realistically, guys, the Hawks never were going to do anything in the East, as the Pacers and Heat were the class of the conference. But, Steve, they established a winning environment in a year when they really could just, just glide it on by.
Yeah, and they gave Indiana all they could handle in that first round, too, Kevin. I think it's important to establish the style of play, which Mike Budenholzer did, and now you build off that, and you continue to grow as an organization.
And the second free throw, good.
The Bucks were in the cellar last year for the East, as well as the whole league. Really just acted as the doormat for the rest of the conference. Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Parker left side. The drive by Lee. Defended by Jones. And the shot is good.
Well, for the Bucks, it didn't help that they were in one of the tougher divisions in the Eastern Conference, but you also have to factor in the youth of that team. Still hard to accept being as bad as they were.
Here's Jones following the basket by Andres Pietrich. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Jones has got his first points in this one. The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks it loose. Jones up top. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center.
Next Friday, November 7th, James Harden and the Houston Rockets take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Live from Portland. Be there.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Boy, their post play has been tremendous so far.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The pass to Big Smooth. Here's the Wizard. Here's Dimes. Clock at 6. Throws it up high.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got the great one. Dimes is out there with the doctor. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's the Wizard in at the point. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Coach Jason Kidd taking over a young roster in Milwaukee. He said it's a lot of teaching. It's a process. These are young men that know how to play the game, but the NBA game is different. We want to get guys in big games so they can learn how to handle those situations. We feel we can do better than last year, and we will. Can he deliver, Kevin?
Great. Thanks, Doris.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Shot's good.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
The Hawks leading. Out to the right wing. Big Smooth, the pass to the Wizard. Here's Big Smooth, covered by Lee. Here's the Wizard. That 3 off the mark. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lee with the ball. There's a screen. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Big Smooth. Here's the great one. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Coach Mike Budenholzer got early consideration for Coach of the Year award honors in Atlanta before a rash of injuries just sidetracked their season, but a promising young head coach, really sharp.
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. 10 points for Brook Lopez. Coach Budenholzer is still in his early 40s and led the Hawks to a scrappy performance in last year's playoffs.
I was very impressed with the job he did
too.
as the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks in his first season. They were forced to go small with the injuries along their front line, so he went with the spread out, small ball style of play, great spacing, movement offensively, and really was effective with it as they pushed the Pacers to the brink in that first-round playoff series.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the three by Atlanta. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Shaw. The offensive rebound, using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Well, they really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose Karens, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
And those hustle points, Clark, I mean, that's just another reason why they've got the lead here.
Here's Dimes, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Reese. Another three for Atlanta.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And Milwaukee has possession. And stolen by Bellamy. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Jones checked in for Atlanta. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He also went on to say that he wants to see good movement on the perimeter and plays being run to get their outside shooters open. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Shoots the three. That one goes. Count it.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the half.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been to 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
Here is Shaw, following the bucket by the Hawks. Soft touch off the glass. That's 12 points for Brook Lopez.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Hawks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Well, to get those big in-conference wins, you've got to be able to adjust mid-game, and the Hawks did that very well last season. A lot of runs for them in the third quarter of games.
Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 3. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Bucks making a change here. Good on both.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Reese the pass to the quick. Here's Jones. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jones has got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Shoots from the elbow. That's good. 16 points for Brook Lopez.
We know Lopez can really get it going sometimes.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. The Hawks on top, leading by just 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
The Hawks leading. Passes it to the Quick. And there's the pass to Reese. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bottoms got the opening bucket to start the second half for Atlanta. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And for the Hawks, Bellamy is out there with the Quick. And there's Bottoms. Then it's Jones. And it's Big Cat in at the 2.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
And for the Bucks, he kicks to Bellamy. The shot is off.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
On the court for Atlanta, you've got Big Cat. Jones is out there with Bellamy. Then there's the Quick, and it's Reese in at the 1 spot. Just 3 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Hawks second.
Yeah, wonderful passing team, and it was the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Into Bellamy. Can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. And again, it's Brook Lopez. He's got 20.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Atlanta calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Milwaukee has possession. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And another basket for Milwaukee.
up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownership and the league have said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support has trailed off.
Atlanta again missing.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. For the 3. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team. Man, you look at the Bucks over the last couple of decades. They're in the bottom third of the league in wins and in attendance. Somewhat of a catch-22 for Milwaukee. Without a new arena, they may lose the team, but the Bucks haven't had the kind of success that galvanizes support.
Now here's Jones. 13 points in the game. Now the Bucks moving it up. Shot denied. Tries to save it, and he recovers it. Second chance shot. Can't hit.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Pass to Big Cat. Tries to snap the cold streak, and he gets the bucket. Big Cat's got 5 points so far.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Timeout called the Bucks. This, of course, being game 1 of the season, is their first look at Atlanta. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. There was one other thing he talked to them about. He told them to move with purpose on the perimeter, use screens, and find those open outside shots. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. The Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Back to Lee. Defended by Jones. That's good. 8 points for him.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Big smooth the pass to Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And that's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
That is good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the left wing. Defended by Jones. Oh, yes, the turnaround. 12 points for him.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Defended by Jones. Fades back. Rebound, Atlanta. 2 for 1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Jones drives in.
Well, the less said about the Bucks at home this last year, the better. It was a season to forget, and their play at home was very forgettable.
Bucks with just 10 wins all year at home a season ago. They knew it would be a tough year, but I don't think they thought it would be that bad.
First free throw is good. Well, the Bucks had a lot of problems in a lot of different areas last season.
And some distractions off the court as well. Even when you play at home, if you don't have a competitive roster and have distractions, then that's a recipe for big struggles.
Andres Biedrins is checked in for the Bucks. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Fresh is checked in for Jones. Well, the Hawks were in a bit of transition last year, that phase of their development. But one area that they really struggled was getting wins on the road.
And that's always hard to do. They were very average away from home this season, right in the middle of the playoff pack.
Now here's Parker. He tries for three. Can't get it to go. Here's Big Smooth. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fresh has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Coming up Friday, November 7th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns. Don't miss it.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly. Just set up that alley-oop.
The Bucks shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. No luck. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. On the court for Atlanta, Bottoms is out there with Big Cat. Then it's Fresh. Then it's Bellamy. And it's the Quick in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Milwaukee now. Covered by Bellamy. Out to the wing. Pulls up on the elbow. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
At the line for your Bucks, number 6. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Reese the pass to Jones, and he gets it to go. Jones has got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes, Clark.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. The quick passes to Big Cat. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Hawks lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
And the Bucks with possession here from 13. Jump shot is good that time.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
And Jones slams it in. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
To the left side wing. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You look at the Hawks and how they were able to overachieve last season. Really, it's because they've built a smart basketball team that really understands how to move the ball.
Hard to see it here with the Hawks in their passing. Saw it all last year, too, as they were elite when it came to getting baskets off of good team passing.
Yeah, and I think that's Mike Budenholzer's carryover from being part of the San Antonio Spurs organization. It's all about everybody contributing, understanding your roles, and sharing the basketball. And that can be effective when you're talented and have good shooters.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. He hits both from the stripe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Atlanta calls timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Passes it to the quick. Goes back up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Talk about a terrific game for Jones. He's got 19 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. He is in complete control of this game.
Yeah, it's just going his way. Everything falling into place.
The first one falls. And so Jones nails both of them. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
The pass to the quick. Here's Bottoms. Here's the quick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reese. Atlanta again missing. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The jump hook, good on the shot. 24 points for Brook Lopez. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
So it's the Bucks now. Pass to Smooth. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Brook Lopez. He's got 26.
You know, as soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
Passes it to the quick. And the pass to Big Cat. Fires the three. No luck. Milwaukee in the lead. Atlanta with the rebound. The Quick's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Big Cat. The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. And here's the break. Defended by Jones. Lock at 6. Out to the right wing. The 17-footer. And right through it goes.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. .125 left in the fourth quarter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jones has got 23 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're in front by 1. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 1. The jump hook, rebounded by the Hawks. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The second effort. It falls!
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Smooth. Deflected! And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's Smooth. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. It's good from beyond the arc. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. And they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Poked away. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Bucks, DJ Benga. at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice work there. Steps up, knocks them down, and makes it a 2-possession game. Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for your Bucks, DJ.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2.
So we can't get either to fall. And here's Bellamy. Here's Reese. They get it back. Stolen away. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
You know, we have such a great starting unit. I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Brooke Lopez.